Hi, Patriots Colony, and welcome back to Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong. My name is Stan Rockwell. You know how we start. We get our posture, our balance, and breathing. We set up our foundation. Have that invisible line around the outsides of your feet. Everything inside that rectangle is your foundation, and you want to be centered over it. You also want to be very grounded and be aware of how your feet feel as they connect to the floor, how the bottoms of your feet feel as they release and reconnect. All that is involved with balance. Have your feet roughly shoulder width apart and as parallel as you can get them. Pardon me. And if you have issues with knees, hips, ankles, and you have to have your toes out, that's okay. And once you feel very settled, again, getting yourself evenly balanced, left, right, front, back, you want to ground yourself to the sky, to the heavens. So use the crown of your head, attach a line there, have it pull you straight up, make you taller, stretch you upwards, stack your vertebrae on top of each other. And as it does that, it starts to make adjustments to your body. Tops of your hips become parallel to the floor, tailbone drops, hips move back, stomach flattens out, lower back flattens out. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just relax into what feels best for you. Tops of your shoulders are parallel to the floor, and they relax down the center line. As that line pulls you upwards, it lifts the back of your head, tucks your chin, eyes and ears parallel to the floor. And head may move back just a bit, so it's nice and balanced on your shoulders. Remember, a big part of balance is where your head is in space. And if it's leaning out there somewhere, your center of gravity is going to be way outside your foundation. So just get nice and relaxed. Focus on your breathing. Inhale through your nose down to your diaphragm, pulling that diaphragm down, touching the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. On the exhale, you pull the pelvic floor up to move as much air out as you can. And if you want, you can exhale out through your mouth and sigh and let that sound take whatever tension is inside you, whatever tightness is inside you, out and away. So just breathe in and out. And just do a quick body scan. Starting at the top and working your way down. If you feel any tightness anywhere, any tension anywhere, just breathe into it, let it soften. If there's any pain anywhere, be with it. Don't judge it, just notice that it's there and breathe into it. In mindfulness-based stress reduction programs, they teach you body scans where you basically end up breathing with your whole body. The thing is, if you're doing it to try to intentionally reduce pain, it won't reduce the pain. It's trying too hard at something. And that's one of the principles in Tai Chi is softness overcomes hardness. You relax into it. Don't push it. Don't try hard. Just pay attention to it. Notice your skill level and focus on improving that with focused attention. But don't push it. That makes it harder. So just breathe. Let your arms float up with your palms facing. Turn your hands and press in. As you do, you drop the elbows, push your head back a little bit. Feel some movement in your neck. Turn your hands and press out. Arms come down. It's an inhale up. An exhale. And an inhale, and you feel those arms expand outwards, but there's still softness in the joints, so you don't lock your elbows. Hands come down as you exhale. Tuck your chin, some more movement in your neck. Inhale. exhale, inhale, and exhale. Come back to the center. Arms come up again. One hand down at the side, palm down, other hand palm lines up with your forehead. Shoulder nice and relaxed, keeping these two lines between your palm and your forehead lined up. Moving just your head and your arm to that side. 70% of your range of motion, come back to the center. And it's an exhale and an inhale. Back to the center. Shoulders, remember it's shoulder rolls, but if you have issues with rotator cuffs, it's really elbow rolls, turning your palms so they're facing behind. But otherwise, it's just a regular roll, rolling the shoulders forward. And then back. Inhale up. And exhale down, like you're balancing everything out, but you're getting some movement in your shoulders. And hold the ball. Lower hands palm up, upper hands palm down, palms face. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Elbow on the upper arm, drop down. You don't want it up here, that puts pressure on your shoulder. And if you remember from Grasp the Bird's Tail and Ward Off, if you have your arm up like this, it's easy to push you around. Down here, much more flexible. Lower hand rotates, that presses up, upper hand presses down. Inhale to the center, exhale out. Back to the center, then rotating just from the hips up. I've got this hand on top. So I turn until the hands line up with the hip on that side, rotate the hands around, keeping the palms facing other side. You can just synchronize your breathing so you're inhaling in one direction and exhaling in the other. Hands out to the side, all your weight goes into one foot. That's your foundation, out and back. And feel some movement in the hip. So an exhale out, inhale back. Hands come down, palms face towards the floor, shift your weight into one foot. Other foot goes forward, hands go back. Then counterbalance, go the other direction. Keeping your body perpendicular over the foot that's holding all your weight. Other side. Back to the center, toes towards the corner. Fists at your hips, shift your weight over. Foot goes out, forefoot touches, opposite arm punches out to counterbalance. It's an exhale and an inhale. Then you're going to go into a forward bow stance. Shift your weight up and punch. Feel that nice stretch. It's an exhale and an inhale. And then for the ankle, shift your weight to heel and toe. Same thing on the other side. Lateral motion in the ankles, outside, inside the foot touches close to the same spot as you can. Same thing on the other side. And then just kind of shake everything out. Remember, some Qigong classes, they do this for quite some time just to kind of activate energy channels in your body, and they'll bring their hands up and shake like that. Centered, and then we'll just do pouring one side to the other. Remember how that goes? You visualize warm, salty water flowing from one side of the body to the other, cleansing all the cells. And we'll do the swing. This little sequence of pouring, swinging, and drumming. It's only three sequences, only three things. And it's an easy one to do in the morning to help loosen things up. And here's the drumming. First, just inside the shoulder, a little hollow place. It's a lung meridian acupressure point. Base of the rib cage. Inguinal crease or the qua inside the hip. And lower dantian, just below the belly button. Come back to the swing, just relax, and we'll add one where you loosen up lower back like you're holding a really big balance ball. A little bit of walking to work on balance. Just shift your weight over to one foot. Either foot doesn't matter. Other foot releases. It goes straight up just a little bit. Comes down, seals, then the other foot can release. Center of gravity goes diagonally across from back foot to the front foot. So I'm centered over this foot, perpendicular over it. No weight in this foot. It can just come straight up. It settles down and I shift my weight over. Seals before the one in the back lets go. Inhale up and exhale down. Just pay attention to how your feet feel and where you are in space. And then we'll reverse. Just go back. If you just want to turn around and walk straight back, that's fine too. And for Yang style Tai Chi walking, shift your weight into one foot. Weightless foot or the unweighted foot, the empty foot, goes to 45 degrees. You lift the toes up, rotate on the heel, then you shift your weight into it. That foot's nice and sealed. The other foot can let go. It comes over for a T-step. It comes out, toes straight ahead. Front foot 90 degrees, back foot 45. Space in between your feet to give you stability, left, right, forward, back. Knees lined up with the toes, knees behind the toes. And again, like you're walking on railroad tracks, you don't move your feet like you're walking on a tightrope. Shift your weight back. Again, if you just want to turn around and go back, that's okay, but this is the footwork for Repulse the Monkey. Remember, if you have issues with your hips and you have to step straight back so your heels are lined up, you rotate on the forefoot. But if you're able to step out and back, you can rotate on the heel. Either one's okay. And remember, we've been standing in one place doing wave hands like clouds, but you can move when you do that. Start standing. And you're turning on that center axis from one side to the other, so when I've got this hand on top, my body's actually facing towards that corner, and that hand goes palm out, drops down like it's going to hit on a drum as the other hand comes up. I come across the center, hands are more or less aimed at me, and I turn on that center axis towards the other side, that palm goes out, drops down. So it's more than just moving your arms. And remember, that's silk reeling. One, it's massaging your internal organs. The other thing it's doing when your feet are side by side, you don't have stability forward and back. So if something comes in, you grab it, take it off to the side, or you just let it ricochet off like a top spinning. And in the step, just move your foot out the opposite side from whichever your hands are on. As that heel comes down, hands start to move, and the heel on the other foot comes up. The length of the step is about the same as the width of your foot, so your toes stay pointed towards the front. Your feet come completely off the ground. And in all these, just move in place. In all these, and move to the other side. The steps are very light, like cat feet, or like you're walking on rice paper, not making a sound. Upper hands, because of the angle of the camera, it's actually, fingers are about chin level. You don't want them to come up here and hide your eyes because you need to see what's coming. Okay, let's do a little bit of balance. Shift your weight over into one foot. Forefoot floats up a little bit. Just relax into it. Centered over the foot. Comes up. This time your knee floats up just like you've got a balloon on it. If you want to practice the kicks, just bring your foot out a little bit and down. Heel comes up. Other heel comes up. And then just drop your hand on your thigh. You're doing this on a carpet with bare feet like I'm doing. One of my yoga teachers years ago described helping with balance by kind of gripping the floor with your toes. I don't know if that would be possible for you or not, or if it would cause issues, so don't do it if it bothers you. But she even referred to the feet on yoga folks as having froggy toes because they tended to spread out and grasp the floor. What we're aiming to do is just getting nice and balanced over the foot and just have everything relaxed and just sink into it. Okay, we're working on yang style. So get nice and centered and begin. With opening the door, sure. Part the wild horse's mane. White crane, Spreads wings. Brush knee push. Hand strum the lute. Repulse the monkey 4 times. Grasp the bird's tail. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. We'll do grasp the bird's tail on the other side. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Back. Single whip. Transition into wave hands like clouds, and then you do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Another single whip. High pat on horse. Cross hands into kick with the heel and box opponent's ears. And the next movement, we actually do it in a different direction, but I'm going to do it straight ahead, is kick with the other foot. So you go from box opponent's ears, do it to the corner, kick to the heel, because the next one, I'm trying to think what would be the best angle. After you kick with the heel, and you can just put your foot out, your heel on the floor if you want. With that hook hand with single whip, we said that this one can sometimes be called low single whip. You make a hook hand with that, bring the other hand over, bring the foot that you kicked in with, foot that you kicked with in, and then it steps out. You adjust the foot so you can press down. So this hand is grabbing and pressing, the other hand is pressing down. When it gets about even with the groin, it turns palm out, takes this foot out, comes up, back foot adjusts. So you wind up like this. So your body's pretty much perpendicular to the floor. This hand's behind you, and the hook hand, other hand is up, coming up the strike. If we were all very limber, our butt would be touching the floor when we do that one. I'm not going to attempt it today. I can get fairly low, but not that low. And if you have any kind of problems with hips and things, it's okay to do it like that. You don't have to get very low at all. Because again, the whole point of this thing is to stay healthy, not to cause problems. So let's start from the regular single whip. Relax hand comes up, back foot comes up half a step, shift your weight back, high pat on horse, kick with the heel, box opponent's ears, a little bit of a turn, kick with the other heel, low single whip. If you remember from last time, I said in 24 form, low single whip or snake creeps down is part of one movement that also includes golden rooster. Stands on one leg, which we have done, I think, for balance exercises. So if I'm here like this, I'm going to shift my weight back, foot in front's going to go, toe up, hand's going to press that foot out to 45 degrees, then it presses it down, hand in the back relaxes and it brings this leg up. So what's happening, I'll do it from the front. You're grabbing, pulling something down, striking up, and since it's very low, it's striking in a place where you don't want to be struck. You shift your weight back, take that out, other hand brings it up, and you wind up like this. But again, if you need to keep your foot on the floor, that's okay. Upper hand's coming up, striking under the chin, and this is kneeing. Hand is out to the side for balance and also to push aside anything that might be there. So here to here. Here to here. Trying to learn an extended version of 5 animals, and the deer is one that's used for the kidney meridian, and they have these hook hands as like deer feet. So there's one where they have you almost in the same position where it's like this, except when you do it the other side, you're getting that body twist, so you're massaging your kidneys when you do it. And since Chinese medicine sees your parental chi or energy is stored there, and you have kind of a finite supply of that, you want to maintain it, so they have you like rubbing your kidneys a lot, or getting your hands nice and warm and putting it over and rubbing your kidneys. So let's go box opponent's ears, come back, kick, press down, come up. The next 2 movements are exactly the same thing. We'll go over them again, but and we're really modifying this one, but I'm gonna have to kind of work on that because I'm used to doing it. You do it the regular way. We kick, box opponent's ears, turn, kick, snake creeps down, golden rooster, snake creeps down, golden rooster. So you wind up, this part is really hard to adapt to just going straight ahead. You almost just have to stop and do them individually, which would probably work best. So that's what we'll do. If you know the machines where you press out and then pull in, some of the Chinese Qigong folks, instead of doing that, have you exercise your legs, kind of pushing from one side, adjusting your ankles, doing it like that to work similar muscles, Not exactly the same muscles, but if you can't get to the gym and we're trying to work your legs, that might be one way to do it. But again, stay in your comfort zone. Do whatever works best for you. Let's give the whole thing a shot up to where we stopped. Relax but ready. Begin. Part the wild horse's mane. White crane spreads wings. Brush knee, push 3 times. Play the loop. Repulse the monkey. Press the bird's tail. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Nice and centered. Press the bird's tail. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push, nice and centered, single whip, wave hands like clouds, single whip, high pat on horse, kick with a heel, box opponent's ears, kick with the other heel, snake creeps down, golden rooster stands, snake creeps down. We can do it this way. Golden rooster stands. So remember to practice. Go to the website where you can see the front and back. You'll also be going to the left and then back. And when you practice, just relax, have fun with it, but do focus on the movements and how you're improving your skill level. Just come to the center, come up on your toes, tense everything up, just breathe in and then breathe out. Let everything relax. Inhale and exhale. One more. Loosen up your legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay safe, healthy, and well. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.